Hello everyone, VJ's A50 back with another deck review. Today, I have for you the Saturn playing cards, Honeycomb Saturn playing cards. Now, this is not something I really expected to get because I was a little bit critical of Saturns back in the day, which is like a year ago or whatever when they came out. I don't remember when it was exactly. I was a bit critical of them. I did get the Red October ones through a loose list. Those ones were easy to get. These ones were a bit harder to get. I didn't get them at the time when they were easier on Kickstarter. But this one became available recently at Hocus Pocus. So I picked it up. And my friends at Hocus Pocus have enabled me to get the first edition in blue as well. So I'm happy about that. I don't have the complete collection. There was one other one. I don't know where to get it, how to get it, if it's even an official edition deck that was produced by USPC. But anyways, this is going to be the first time I'm doing a series of deck reviews, or reviews on a series of decks in the complete reverse. I started off with Red October, which is the last deck. Now we're doing the second deck, and in a few weeks I'll be doing the first edition. So yeah. This is a first. That's never happened before, where I started off with the last deck in the series and ended with the first. Anyways, this is the Honeycomb Saturns, the front of the box. It's got these Saturn's wings in gold foil. Pretty cool. It says Honeycomb Saturn playing cards on one side on this grayish color. The other side produced, distributed by Avant. In Illinois, made in the USA. Just a grayish color on top, and the bottom, same thing with a gold foil signature of one of the creators, I guess. In the back, you see the gold foil rings that you see on the back design. No seal, nothing on the flap, and here we got some gold foil stars, which is fitting. And then we get to the cards. They're USPC produced, obviously. With a nice, I would say that's a B stock and an air cushion or magic finish. You get 2 blank cards. The backs, they are a nice bright orange with those rings and also a grayish border. I did notice that these cards were not scented very well, but then again, that was USPC, back when they produced these. Nowadays, they're much better at that. The Jokers, much like the ones in the last deck, is kind of a circle within a different shape, kind of a couple of diamonds, and some stars in the corners in that orangey gold color. The other Joker is the same. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be, but it is what it is. The Ace of Spades, again, much like the previous one, it's a spade pip in a gold color within this circle, and it says Avant. It's very similar to the previous one I've seen. And the court cards are nice, however, I do like them. They are a simplified court card, similar to what you would have seen in some of the older smoke and mirror decks, or even some of the NOC decks. A lot, they're standard, but they're simplified, and they just got blacks and the yellowy color. Hearts and Diamonds have yellow pips. I mean, I like these types of simplified court cards, that's for sure. That was one of the appeals for me. Another reason why I got it, of course, is it is a collectible item, so I figured, why the hell not? So yeah, they've made the Hearts and Diamonds yellow, as you can see. I do like the simplified court cards. I do like the back design. It's a nice stocking finish. It did cost $30, as did the blue one that I'm getting, but so be it. I felt a little incomplete without these in my collection. I needed them to go side by side with the red one. That's the one thing about collecting cards, is sometimes you feel incomplete when you're missing decks out of a series and you want to get them. So that's kind of what it was. But it handles very nicely. It's a nice air cushion finish, and I believe it's a B stock. I'm not 100% sure. Probably with a I would assume with a traditional cut, but I'm not 100% sure. Because these are made, you know, for cardistry and cardists, so they're going to be made top quality. And I do like that orangey color. It is actually it's about the same as the pips. So it's the pips are actually, they look yellow, but I guess they're more of an orangey color. Then again, I apologize, I may not have the best lighting here. The sun seems to have gone away, but it is what it is. So I would say for this one, I'm going to say 7.5, 8 out of 10. I mean, I think it's a pretty solid deck. Obviously, it's expensive, and it's also hard to find nowadays. So as soon as I saw it pop up on Hocus Pocus, I had to think about it for a second, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. I mean, the last one I saw was, I believe, on Cardvolution in Taiwan, and it was like $50 Singaporean. So, I mean, it's probably about the same price, maybe more expensive. And that being said, $30 US is still a bit pricey for me, but it is what it is. I will say is, I will recommend you checking out hocuspocus.com. I'll put the link in the description, as well as to Avonf's website if they have one. Not sure. The reason being that they often have older decks like this, or harder to find decks like this, because they get stuff from collectors to resell. Basically, they what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to say, but basically what it is a lot of time they get stuff from collectors or magicians that no longer want the product, or maybe they've passed on. They are estate items, estate sale items, private estates. They get a lot of stuff like that on their website. Sometimes it's vintage decks, sometimes it's decks like this. It's definitely worth checking out the website. They're by far the best site for older stuff and estate sales. So that's the word I was looking for, estate. So that is that. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I guess this kind of makes me a little bit of a hypocrite since I bought these, despite being a little bit critical of them at the moment when they came out originally. But it is what it is. Sue me. So that is that. I'll see you next time. More thanks for watching. Special thanks to Murphy's Magic again for sponsoring the channel. See ya. And don't forget to like the video.